tell nobody, no. I know you won't tell nobody, no. I might burn your face, I might tell you.
Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hey, how you doing? My name's Jemai. Go down below and subscribe because you will not regret it. And if you're just coming back to watch another one of my videos, hey girl, hey, let's get this video started. But before we do, I do want to say that I'm having a giveaway in honor of reaching 200 subscribers, y'all. I never thought I'd make it. Why am I acting like I just hit 1 million? Anyways, but stay tuned to the end of the video to see what you have to do to, I don't know, enter the giveaway. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna stop rambling. We're just gonna get right into the video, but I do want to apologize about my background. You guys already know I barely film in my room, like, at all, and when I do, I absolutely hate it. I usually film in my mom's beauty room, but she's occupying it right now, so we're in here. Alright, so basically this manager, we are going to call her Miss Betsy just because I don't want to use her real name, and I never really worked with Miss Betsy unless I worked early in the morning, like 6, 7 times like that. This particular day I was working 7 a.m. Of course I would, and of course I would get her. The other times that I worked with her, she wasn't bad, like we didn't really talk, but this day she was extra rude, she was extra disrespectful, and she felt the need to try to put me on blast, and it just didn't work. It wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work. So I come into work 7 a.m. That's when I had to work. Instantly when I get there, I see I'm working with her. I'm like, I'm not thinking anything of it. So she ends up putting me on the window. If you guys don't know what the windows is, by the way, I worked at McDonald's if I didn't already say that. But if you guys don't know what the window is, it is basically where I hand out the food. So I'd be like, hey, you got a cheeseburger, a Sprite, blah, 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 blah. They're like, yeah, I got that. Give it to them. Have a nice day. And they go about their merry way. Now, the one thing about the window is that you got to try to beat other times. You don't really have to do this, but when I mean like beat other times, I mean there's other McDonald's in the county, and whoever has the fastest drive-through time, which is basically like how long it takes you to get people in and out the drive-through. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. Hopefully y'all understand. But basically, like I was saying, the time is where you get the cars in and out, and in a certain amount of time, and see if you can do it faster than other McDonald's, if I explain that right. It doesn't really matter, but it matters, okay? Sorry. So basically, she put me on the window, and we were number 1 for times, meaning I got their people in and out of our drive-thru like that, like 30 seconds, like really, really fast. And then as soon as we hit number 2 on the board, and there was somebody who was moving faster than us, she went ballistic. Miss Betsy went ballistic. She was basically talking to me like,
do you not know how to work a window? Is it so hard to work a window? I'm gonna need you to speed it up. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. We should not be taking more than a minute to get people in and out of this drive-thru. Okay, do you understand me? You get one chance. You get one chance.
I was just like, excuse me, it's not like I'm moving extra slow, by the way. I was actually doing my job, and I was moving at a good pace. So 1, I don't know why she was talking to me like that. 2, I wasn't moving slow, so she didn't have to talk to me like that. And 3, if I'm moving so slow, how about you get off over there doing nothing and come over here and work on the window? How about that? How about that? So she let me be after she said what she had to say, and I went back to doing the window, and I was just like, I'm gonna ignore everything she's saying. Like, I don't care. So after a couple minutes go by, we get number 2 again. And she's just like,
somebody get this girl off the window. She needs to get off the window because apparently she doesn't know how to put food out of the window. She's moving way too slow. You do not need to tell people to have a good day. Just give them their bag and keep it pushing. No time to be all nice. No time to talk. You don't need to do all that. Somebody get this girl off the window. Somebody get this girl off the window.
I was just like, excuse me, miss, would you like to hop on the window? Would you like to hop on the window? That's what I said. Because you keep talking as if I'm moving too slow, or as if I'm not doing my job. So if there's a problem, you hop on the window. How about that? After I said that, she's basically like,
somebody get this girl off the window. Not only is she rude and talking back, but she's slow at her job. You do not need to tell people to have a nice day. You just need to hand their bag out of the window and keep it pushing. It's not that hard. Somebody get off the window right now.
Okay, so I got off the window, and she didn't assign me any other place after that. She was like the manager of this morning shift where she tells people what to do, and she did not tell me go on register or go stock. She didn't even say, she just said get off the register. Not get off the register, get off the window. That's basically what she said. So I had nothing to do. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll find something to do. So what she is doing at this moment is bagging the bags with food. They go out the window, and there's people inside who are dining inside. So I was like, I'll just put their food on the tray, go give it to them, because that's what you're supposed to do. And we didn't have anybody doing that, so I was like, I don't have nothing to do. We don't have anybody doing this job, so it clicked. Basically, I go over there and I'm right next to her starting the trays. She looks at me with a stank eye, like she gave me the and I was just like waiting for her to say something. She ended up not saying anything. I was like, do you want to put me on something? Like, where am I supposed to go? She just looked at me again. I looked at her again. And she didn't say anything, so I kept doing what I was doing. Later on, while that was happening and I was bagging the trays, not only was she trying to get into it with me, but she ended up really getting into it with another manager. Now, this manager was the manager of the people who are fixing the food. So she was complaining because the new person that she had put on the window, we were in 4th place. We were at the bottom of the scoreboard with times. Okay, times don't really matter. You don't really have to beat anybody, but it makes your McDonald's look good and it makes your ratings go up if people like you because you get them in and out, right? So the person she ended up putting on the window was moving like a little bit slow, didn't really know what she was doing, and plus it was a new girl, and at this time I wasn't really new. I had been there for a while, I guess. So she ended up getting into it with another manager, and basically it was for the stupidest reason. She was like,
you guys are moving too slow. It is not that hard to make a cheeseburger. Do you not know how to make a cheeseburger? You just put the cheese with the meat, with the pickles, with the onions, with the ketchup, with the mustard. It is not that hard. Make sure you put the bread on it as well. You are moving way too freaking slow. You need to move faster right now. Move it, move it, move it. Make them freaking nuggets. Hurry up, hurry up.
She was basically doing the absolute most, and she was being so rude to the people who were back there actually doing their job and making the food at a fast pace. It's not like they were going slow. What McDonald's goes slow? Because ours don't. She was really yelling at those people like she was back there making the cheeseburgers. I was like, if you're going to yell so loud, by the way, she was cursing at them under her breath. Like, literally. When I was just imitating her, I said freaking and all that. No, she was using the words, bro. She was using the words. So, as she's cursing under her breath, I'm just looking at her like, and the manager, who's like the manager of the people who make the food, because there's different managers for different areas, was basically like, don't talk to my staff like that. Are you the manager of them? I don't think so. And you're not the manager of me, so you're not going to talk to me any type of way. Basically, this was a he, by the way. It was a he. So she was all like,
you are not going to talk to me that way. Who are you to talk back to me? I'm going to tell Mr. Bailey. I'm going to get you fired. You don't need to be working here if you can't handle criticism. You need to hurry up. That's all I'm trying to say.
She ended up going off on this guy just because he was sticking up for the people that she was yelling at. Like, duh. Who wouldn't? So he ended up leaving because Mr. Bailey was like, you gotta go. Because she made it seem like it was all on him, like they were moving extra slow on purpose when they weren't even moving slow. So Mr. Bailey, who is like the manager of everybody there right now, is like, you need to go. I think the guy ended up getting fired, but I saw him the next week, so I'm pretty sure he came back. Because he left crying, and he was just like, this is my only job, and she was yelling at me, and blah, blah, blah. But I think he ended up coming back because I saw him the next week, okay? Anyways, moving on back to me, she ended up eventually putting me on the register towards the end of my shift. She put me on the register, and I was just doing what I do. And I ended up having to take a bag out to the car who was waiting for a quarter pounder or something. So I brought him his food, and he was all like, whoever that woman is in there who's yelling at all the staff needs to calm down because we can hear her from the drive-thru line. She needs to stop being so disrespectful. She yelled at this little girl for telling me to have a good day. Let her know, or let your manager know who's ahead of her, that she needs to be fired. That's basically what he said. So I went back inside. I kept that in my brain because I knew she was going to say something else to me. I knew she was. Because throughout this whole time, she was giving me stank looks, still talking to me, even though I was on the register. She was all like,
and look at our lines. Look at the line that she has, and she's getting people out in like 2 minutes. Look at her over there not doing her job. Oh my gosh. People can't do their effing job. Oh my gosh.
She was going off basically for no reason. We were like extra busy this morning, by the way. I just want to put that out there. So everybody was stressed because all the people that was coming in anyways. But it was even more stressful because she was screaming and cursing and talking about everybody there as if they weren't doing their job. Like, you're just bagging food. What are you doing, miss? So anyways, the end of my shift comes. I go to the back, finally just stocking some stuff. She follows me back there, and she's super sweet. Oh no, that's a lie. Hold on. She was mean at first. Wait a minute. She was basically like,
people were complaining. You got a customer complaint today, and you need to fix your actions, and I'm definitely going to tell Mr. Bailey, and we're going to have a little chat with you.
I was like, okay, do that then. But I made sure I added that she also got a customer complaint today. And once I did that, she got real nice. she got real nice. And it ended up turning out that she ended up already telling Mr. Bailey about me, because if you guys saw my last story time about my worst customer, that's when the lady lied, said I threw some ketchup at her and blah, 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 blah. You can check the cameras. I ain't throw no ketchup at that lady, but link in the description if you want to watch that story time. Anywho, she ended up getting real quiet, and she ended up telling Mr. Bailey already what happened, and he said that I was going to get a talking to, and they're going to decide if I get suspended or not. I'm like, okay. And that's when I told her that she got one too, and she basically was mute from there. I went home, told my parents what happened. We went up to the McDonald's, and we talked to the head of that McDonald's, like the head, and he came down there, and this lady, listen, it was us, the head of the McDonald's, and my parents. Well, me, her, and the head of the McDonald's. Tell me why this lady denied everything I said. She said I did not curse, and she was very sweet. She was like,
I did not curse. I was not being rude. And if that guy had something to say to me, he could have came inside. Oh my gosh, I would never curse at a minor. I would never curse at anyone.
So I ended up also bringing up that I wasn't the only one that she was talking about and having an attitude towards. She was also, she also caused that guy to get fired. She also told Mr. Bailey on me, and she also got a customer complaint. I made sure I added all of that in there, okay? He was just basically like, you guys cannot work together. I'm going to check the cameras to see if she cursed or not. And I was like, she did curse under her breath. So if you check that audio and you can barely hear it, don't tell me she didn't curse, because the lady did. I was standing right next to her doing my little trays. Don't try to lie to me. Stop it. I don't know why she was lying anyway. She's like 40. Like 40. Moral of the story, I didn't really get a talking to at all, not one bit. They said I couldn't work with her anymore. She could not work with me, talk to me, anything like that. Every time I saw her, she was more sweet now. She wasn't being rude, so I was like, you learned your lesson. She did end up apologizing. I'm trying to think of what else happened. Oh, and Mr. Bailey, he ended up getting fired shortly after I left because of another reason. If you guys want to see that story time, let me know. But he ended up leaving because he got caught stealing out of the drawer. Pretty tough. But that was after I ended up leaving for something that happened. Again, let me know if you want to see that story time. But that's basically it. Now on to how to enter this giveaway. Okay, so basically it's really easy to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to me and make sure that you follow me on Instagram at TheRealJamiD. You guys should already be following me because my Instagram is always on the screen. If you're not, what are you doing? Come on, hurry up. And when you're done, come back to this video and comment #done, and that will automatically put you in it. And then I'm basically just gonna put your names in a hat or a cup. I don't know, draw it out, see who the winners are, and that's just that. I will be having two winners, so yeah, not just one person, you have a chance. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what to do, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.